All right, looks like we're back from the ad, according to Twitch. So hopefully we're back. All right, so the next line is where we start to get into the juicy meats, the juicy bits of it. That was weird. It's all right. Okay, so, you all right? Yeah, I'm all right. I just get really excited. It's just, listen, there's not a lot that gets me more excited than performing a really good, like, it's just like, oh my God. Like, I know. Ugh. There were like moments when they were filming or when they were recording, even just the mocap for Baldur's Gate 3, that I can like pick out like 5 scenes just right now where I'm like, I bet they looked forward to going to work that day because that was the scene they were filming that day. Like, oh, it's just so exciting. Anyway, okay, so Shakespeare doesn't really repeat lines or repeat words. And nobody does. No human does unless they really want to make a frickin' point. They want to make a point. They want it to be understood, right? So he said, and he's definitely getting really frustrated right now, right? So he's saying, my mind as generous and my shape as true, as honest madam's issue. Why Brant? So he's saying, I'm just as smart, I'm just as strong as Edgar. I'm just as smart, I'm just as handsome, I look just as good, I'm just as strong. I can swing a sword as well as him, I can ride a horse as well as him, I can do all these things as well as him. Why, Brant, thanks for the lurk, Ricky. Why brand they us with baseness, bastardy, base. And this is another part where like the acting really needs to, where you're gonna really stretch the acting muscles, because you don't just want it to be like, you probably, depending on the choices, again, this is just coming from one actor's opinion, one little actor's opinion. You probably don't want it to just turn into the character yelling bass. You know what I mean? You probably don't want the character to be screaming bass. Because also, keeping in mind that we're on page 1 of 3. So we still have a long way to go. So in terms of emotional turmoil and bandwidth, shall we say, we probably only want him to be at like 30% right now. Because otherwise, he can go all the way up, but then he's got to come all the way back down so that he can go all the way back up again. You know what I mean? And that's a big journey for an actor to go through in one monologue. So we say, like, with bass. So an option for him could be he could be getting very contemplative, He could be getting bass. Baseness. Bastardy. Bass. He could like spit it or taste it. Bass. Something like that. Who in the lusty stealth of nature take more composition and fierce quality than doth within a dull, stale, tired bed go to the creating of a whole tribe of fops. Go tween sleep and awake. So let's see what does he mean by fops? I think I know. It's probably just It's probably an offensive term, truly. But let's take a look. Let's make sure. A, B, C, D, E, F. Anybody else like go through the alphabet when they're looking in the dictionary? Go. Holy cow. So many FOR words. Jackass. That's funny. Fool, buffoon, jackass. Okay, so not as bad. Fool, buffoon, jackass. So, okay, so what is he saying here? Why brand they us with base? With baseness. Bastardy. Base. Who, in the lusty stealth of nature, take more composition and fierce quality than doth within a dull, stale, tired bed go to the creating a whole tribe of fops, go tween asleep and awake. So he's just basically calling everybody else in the court fools other than him. And then, so then we get into page 2. And I think he's using legitimate here as an insult. So he's kind of flipping the script, right? So he's saying, so if you're gonna label me with base and I'm me, then what does legitimate mean, right? Saying, well then, legitimate Edgar. Also, how fun. Legitimate Edgar. I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund, as to the legitimate. Fine word, legitimate. Well, my legitimate, if this letter speed and my invention thrive, Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow, I prosper. Now gods, stand up for bastards. And this is a good spot, or this is a spot where a lot of people end the monologue. Because for like auditions, it's a really good spot. But this ends the monologue before, wait. Did I copy it wrong? Wait. Or nor. Wait. No, that is the full monologue. Why did I just double copy it? Huh, alright. Cool. I was going off of like it being way longer, and so I'm like, okay, we need to make sure that we leave room for this rise and fall. Okay, so no. With this, with base, baseness, bastardy, base. With it ending right here. Hold on. Scratch this all out. The ending right here. I say frickin' go for it. Hit 100 at the baseness. That is so weird. Why did it double copy? This is what happens when you're going on. Third, like, that's okay. I memorized the whole thing and just recite it for us. Right, well, I wish one of these days I will do that. I'll have enough time and I'll be able to do that for you all. Well. Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow, I prosper. Now gods, stand up for bastards. Ugh. Yeah, it's just so good. It's such a good monologue. Okay, so there we go. So now kind of what I want to do is... Where's my eraser? Cancel. Oh. There it is. Now that we've scanned all this, and we kind of know what we're saying, is instead I want to look at this from more... Because we've done a few of these scanning streams now, and we've done it, and we did this. We scanned this time. But now that we have a little bit more time, now that the monologue is shorter than I thought it was, let's attack this also from like an acting standpoint, right? I mean, we have been doing that, but. So now, we know he's outside. He's by himself. It's a soliloquy. He's talking to the audience, right? So he goes, thou nature, thou nature, thou nature, thou nature. He'd probably, thou nature. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Thou, there we go. There. What? Thou nature, my goddess. To thy law, my services are bound. To thy law, my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom? Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom and permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me? To deprive me. Because that's what he's been. He's been deprived his whole life. Right? What? For that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother? That's the reason. For that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother? Why bastard? Wherefore base? So I think right here you would do bastard. And then you would really emphasize wherefore base. When my dimensions are as well compact, my mind as generous and my shape as true as honest madam's issue, why brand they us with base, with baseness, bastardy? This is where I would really struggle this part. This is where it's hard to do this stuff sitting. You know? You really do want to like be up on your feet, moving around. Brand they us with base, with baseness, bastardy. Hi Paul, how are you? I'm doing good. Welcome in to Shakespeare. So he's saying, well, my dimensions are as well compact, so my mind is generous, my shape as true, as honest. Oh yeah, and we really want to make sure that right here we're pushing through because there's no period, right? And my shape is true as honest madam's issue. Why brand they us with base, baseness, bastardy, base. And then I'm gonna take this one down, base. The play is King Lear. We're doing Edmund. Edmund from King Lear. So he's saying, my mind is generous, my shape as true as honest madam's issue. Why brand they us with base, baseness, bastardy, base? base. Who, in the lusty stealth of nature, take more composition and fierce quality than doth within a dull, and stale, tired bed go to the creating a whole tribe of fops got tween sleep and wake. Got tween asleep and awake. Who in the lusty stealth of nature take more composition and fierce quality than doth within a dull, stale, tired bed go to the creating a whole tribe of fops got tween asleep and wake. Well then, legitimate Edgar. There we go. We're gonna really want to emphasize that. Legitimate Edgar. I love how your voice changes. I got chills. Oh, thanks. I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund, as to the legitimate. Fine word, legitimate. Well, my legitimate, if this letter speed and my invention thrive, Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow. Then you're gonna want to be like, I grow, I prosper, because it's like, we know he's talking about him. We know Edmund's talking about Edmund. So you don't really need to emphasize I, because it's kind of boring to be like, I grow, I prosper. It's kind of. Now gods, because he's out talking to nature. Now gods, stand up for bastards. Yeah, we won't cross it out like that. But like, gods. Jeez, sorry, I keep banging my microphone. One of these days I need to get a Shure mic that like. Cool. I feel good about that. I feel good about that. Yeah. I like King Lear. It's a good play. Take more composition and fierce quality than doth within a dull, stale, tired bed. I'm just gonna double check on this particular definition of composition. Putting together, making up, Edmund alone, comparing bastards to others. Yeah, okay. Part of me wishes that I could like start pulling up YouTube videos and stuff so we could watch how like different actors kind of tackle this stuff, but we would definitely get dinged on DMCA. That's fine. All right, well, I thought the monologue was a lot longer, so we didn't have Prince Hal. Which is totally fine. I just don't have it ready. So I think what we might do is we might switch over to Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I think that's what we might do. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Oh, that's an excellent one. Yes, we did Band of Brothers. We did that monologue. The Feast of Crispin. In my first one, my very first Shakespeare scanning stream, we did that one. Yes, yes. We've done that one. We did All's Well That Ends Well. What else have we done? We've done Taming of the Shrew. We've done Tamara. No, we haven't. I think I've had Tamara pulled up, but we haven't done Tamara. Because Titus Andronicus is a tough play. It's tough. It's tough. But yeah. Okay, cool. So I will, so we'll be good. Should be right. Should be right. What are we doing here? So let's switch over to good old BG. Because yeah, we were going to do that today anyway. Hi, Estelle. Much Ado About Nothing. I love that play. I also love a good... I'm a sucker for a play with a good sex joke in the title.